Hey, it's Terry, Virginia's daughter, and I'm back in my sewing lab today. Today, I am going to talk about the video that you're about to see, as well as the goal is to try to get some sewing done. As I was editing this video, I discovered that some things were fragmented, like if I were watching it, I might not be able to make a connection. So I decided to make this video to kind of describe what's going on in that video, and at the same time to record some new content for my round 4 of my unfinished projects. Still working on round 4. Around the Thanksgiving holiday, a week before Thanksgiving and the week of Thanksgiving, I was out of town, didn't get any sewing done, although I did take everything with me, like I was going to get something done, but I didn't, and that's fine. And then once I got back in town, that first week, I was unable to get into the sewing lab again. So that made 3 weeks that I did no sewing on round 4. Round 4 is the majority of the projects come from this pattern, this McCall's 7408. So I have a View D, which is a longer version, and I have 5 tunics. So what I decided to do when I started this project was to complete one of the tunics in its entirety. And that was this one here. Now, initially, I thought that I had attached this band wrong, so I took it out. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought I had done it wrong. For some reason, I got my instructions mixed up in my head, or the instructions mixed up in my head. And so I ripped it out and started over. And that's what you're going to see in the first part of the video. And you'll see what else happens along the way that was not planned. So my goal was to work my way all the way through one tunic. And if I could develop a system of maybe doing things that would get me to completion of the projects quicker, then I wanted to do that. I also discovered that I had not cut out all the pieces for each project. So I had cut out the main pieces, like the front, the back, but I had a lot of cutting to do before I started this project, which were the smaller pieces, like the sleeve, the side band here that goes on the sleeve, the side band that goes on the hem. I made some changes to this tunic as well. Initially, I had closed the sleeve up, thinking that I didn't want the side bands on there, but I changed my mind. So I think in this video, you'll see me cutting that stuff out, but I had to cut all the interfacings, attach the interfacings. I think at some point, it may or may not be in this video, but you will see it eventually. I just sewed all the sleeves up. I put all the darts in. I reinforced all the necklines. And so I just did things kind of in a system, like back to back, so that when I got to the more detailed stuff, I could just take my time with each garment. Well, you know how we change our mind. Things change. So as you go through the series of videos, I think I'm calling this part 1. I don't know. I think I'm calling this part 1. If I had to guess at this point, I think this round 4 will be 3 parts. It's quite a bit to this project, to this round, I should say. There's quite a bit. It's a huge undertaking. And I think just because so many pieces are the same, and I just wanted to get a way just to do it quickly. And then I thought, why am I trying to do it quickly? I mean, I don't want to miss anything by trying to hurry. Lord knows I'm learning quite a bit. And so I decided I'm just going to slow down. The goal is to get them done. I'm not going to rush, because then it could end up being, further delayed. So having said all that, let me see. I think I covered everything in this video. You're only going to see me cutting pieces out. I don't do very much sewing on this video. I'm going to reserve that for another video. And then lastly, on this video, you're going to see me attaching all of the interfacing pieces. Whew, believe it or not, the majority of my interfacing is sew-in. I know, right? Like, who does that? So the bolt of interfacing that you're going to see in this video is sew-in. But anyway, it is what it is. I have some older notions that I've gotten from that I got from my mom, from other people over the years. And this dressmaking tracing paper, do they make this anymore? Because I can't find it. Look, this was 70 cents. 70 cents it was. When I tell you I cannot find this carbonated, is it I said carbonated. Let's see. Oh, what's that called? Wax? I don't know. Anyway, this is W.H. Collins Incorporated, Whippany, New Jersey, as well as Pico Rivera, California. And I ordered some tracing paper, and when I tell you it's nothing compared to this, I'm like, whoa. So I cherish this kind of stuff really, 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 and truly I do. So again, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, until next time, take care. Did you see that? I ripped that right in. I thought I had it under control, but evidently I didn't. So I'm going to have to recut the front for the shoe fabric for the tunic. I thought I was missing a piece, but what I come to realize is that piece 1 is one continuous piece. And you just cut where you want it to end. In other words, all links are attached to this one pattern. You just cut the length you want. So what I had done was I traced it. I can see where I traced this and cut it that way. So what I'm going to do now is cut out another front piece. Thankfully, I have enough fabric left. Shoe fabric from Walmart. I'm going to cut that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gotten my fabric ironed, and this is a non-directional print. So if you will notice, the fabric looks the same this way as it does this way. So it doesn't matter which direction I cut this fabric. If it were directional, all the shoes would be going one way, and I'd have to lay my pattern piece out accordingly. But with this, I don't have to do that. So here I go. Need a bigger table. Need a bigger table. So this piece is cut on the fold. Should have ironed this pattern piece, but I didn't. So, oh, I see how I traced this now. Okay, let's get it. All this stuff right here. I like to keep all this stuff together when I'm doing this so that I can see what I got going on here. And of course, whenever you have something that you are cutting on the fold, you start with the fold. And I need my glasses. We'll have this cut out in no time. All right. So now all I have to do is mark the pattern and we can get started. I think I'm going to mark with pins this time. And here we go. What I do want to see though is if I have some more of this lisette fabric, because that I'm not sure of. So I know this is going to be the neck here. I really like the way these two match up, so I need to go see if I can find some more of that fabric. So I'll be right back. Here's the lisette fabric that I used. You think I have enough? Yes, I do. So I'm going to iron this and then recut the front. And I think I'd like to have the bands out of this one. So let me think about that. Hey, 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 it's Terry, Virginia's daughter. And today is Tuesday, November 2nd. So I am just about to assemble my tunics. I'm about to start sewing for my finished projects for round 4. And I have 6 tunics from this round from McCall's 7408. What I hadn't realized until I picked this project up was that I had not cut out all the pieces. So I had cut out the fronts, the backs, some of the front bands, but the neck bands, I had only cut out like 2 and I need 6. This piece is the front band. This I did have most of. I actually have some extra of these. This is the lower band, piece 7. I think I'd only cut like 2 of these out. So this goes around the sleeve. This is the actual sleeve band that goes with this piece here, piece 7. This is the hem band that goes at the bottom of the tunic, and I'd only cut out like 2 of these. This piece is the band that goes around the hem at the bottom, and I'd only cut out like 2 of these. This past Sunday is when I realized that I hadn't cut out the majority of the pieces. So I cut out a little bit Sunday, I cut out a little bit Monday, which was yesterday, and so I'm finishing up Tuesday. So the goal is to start sewing these items today. Now I just have to assemble them. So it is the next day. Today is Wednesday, November 3rd. And this is how far I got yesterday. Excuse me. On the tunic, the first one that I started. Strings everywhere. So all I have left to do today is to put the little side, what are they called? Side band. Just put the little side bands here and add the sleeves. However, I have decided that I want the side bands on the sleeves as well. So I stitched the sleeve up thinking I didn't want the side band, but I think I do. So I'm going to take it out as far as I have to here, rip the seam out, add the side bands to the sleeves, add the side bands to the tunic, and that's it. I've done all of the slip stitching that has to be done. Right, you can see that there. So I've done all this. It's quite a bit of slip stitching. I'm trying to determine how I am going to do this very speedily. So I've been thinking about how I'm going to do that, and I'll share that with you what I come up with. The goal is to get this done today. It is currently 6:00 p.m. and to actually maybe start the process of completing the other ones. So we'll see how far I get. I have 4 more of view A to do and 1 of view D. This piece is piece 4. This is the neckband. I need 2 of each and 1 of interfacing. So I need 5 of this for interfacing, and I think I have some. Next is the front band, piece 2. I also need 5 of these. That takes care of that piece. And then I have the side band. The side band, I'm gonna be cutting 4 of these for each tunic. So 4 per tunic times 4 tunics. I need 16 pieces of interfacing for this. And then the same with this piece. This is the sleeve band that is attached to the lower band that goes on the sleeve. And I need 4 of these per tunic, so I would need 16 of these. View D does not have any sleeves. I need to cut, let's see, 2 of the armhole for this and 2 of the armhole for this. This is the armhole facing. So 16 of these, 16 of these, and then 2 of these and 2 of these. It just so happens that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, so I would need 12. And I have 2 of these, so I would need 14. So let's start with piece 8, which is the sleeve band. And then I'm going to work in this little space right here. So let's get these laid on. So let's go ahead and do the next. Again, I have these pin markings where the pattern markings will go, but I will have to take those out and just redo it because I want my markings to be on the interfacing. And I should have 5 of these. And here's the 5th one. These two, I wouldn't try to sew these two together. I have to make sure it's a true pair by making sure that they are, you know, symmetrical. I initially was going to put this on with this Ankara color here. This fabric is actually from a different project, but I don't think I have enough. So these pieces that I cut out, I'm gonna put in the extra pile. So let's see, I have
1, 2, 3, 4.
And you know what? I'm gonna use this. I've already cut 2 of these out. One of them is already interfaced. This is already faced, so we're good here. Just put one of these here. The one thing that I have learned over the years is marking is very important. So I am actually going to take the time to place the pattern piece back on here and mark it accurately. I'm going to see if I have any scraps of this fabric. Let's see if I have any scraps. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to find some scraps of this fabric from a previous project. I think I will cut this out. This, for some reason, I only cut one of these. I know I probably cut two, but where the other one is, IDK. So I'm gonna cut one of these. I really would like to have this be like a band at the bottom. Isn't this fabric beautiful? I think that's so pretty. I may use this piece as a hem. And you know, you never want to mess that purse up because it's a gorgeous purse. But, you know, which way do you put it? This way? Oh, I don't even know if that'll look right as a hem. Well, it would look right as a hem if I did it like this. But then I would have to, that's a thought. All right, well, this is fusible. That's nice, isn't it? I have the size M. Make sure that's marking right. Yep. And initially, I thought this pin didn't work quite well, but actually it does. So I say we use, oh, let's use blue. Looks like it's been used. This was the stuff. Yep, just making paper. I don't think they make it like this anymore. I really don't. This doesn't look cut very well. Yeah, can you see that? Cutting is so key. I'm gonna have to make this accurate. So I don't know if you can see this here, around here, like that's extra. Wow, it's like doing this all over again. Some inaccuracies with the cut. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to have to do that. It's like I might as well be doing this for the first time, yeah? So it looks little, but just that, well, this will throw you off for real. All right, let's try this again. You want to make sure you trace these very accurately. I'm going to talk about what happens if you don't once I finish the project. Now, did I put my tracing wheel up here or not? Yes, here it is. You can see it just goes right to that circle. I don't know, sometimes when you go back and forth like this, you get all messed up. Let's see how we do. And you can't even hardly see that. Well, I think you can see it enough. Oh, my red light is blinking on my camera. So until next time, take care.